The National Council for Civic Education, in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme and the European Union, has advanced its nationwide civic consultation tour with a community dialogue in Brikama, located in the West Coast region. This initiative seeks to enhance public understanding and encourage active citizen participation in the development of the Gambia's 2024 draft constitution. The consultation process began in the Upper River region and is scheduled to traverse the entire country to facilitate inclusive dialogue and gather comprehensive citizen input. This campaign follows the government's decision to withdraw the draft constitution from the legislative process to allow for broader stakeholder engagement. The government plans to reintroduce the draft constitution to the National Assembly in June 2025. The series of consultations conducted under the theme "A New Constitution for a New Republic, Get Informed, Get Involved" initially took place in the Upper River region and the Central River region before progressing to the West Coast region. The Brikama session was attended by prominent figures including Lamin J. Sane, National Assembly member for Brikama South, Keba K. Barrow, National Assembly member for Combo South, the Vice Chairman of the Brikama Area Council, as well as the National Council for Civic Education officials and other community stakeholders.
Last year, that is 2024, the executive came up with a draft that is called 2024 Draft Constitution, which of course it was gazetted, a lot of noise, which is also good. Constitution, that is the purpose of gazetting, so that people can express their feelings, their liking or dislike for the document. But eventually it makes its way to the National Assembly, hoping that it will pass through the normal legislative process to come out to us, the citizens, to go for a referendum. But when it went to the floor, we've seen at some point, it seems the signals were not very promising, and the executive decided to withdraw it for further consultation. And these further consultations have started. At the high-level consultations were ongoing, involving party heads. Even the president was involved, National Assembly members. But for NCC, we think it is also important. Whilst we are having these high-level consultations, we also think it's important we also consult the citizens, because ultimately, if the document passed the National Assembly, it is coming back to us, the citizens, to decide whether actually we want it to govern us or not. And that is the reason why we are conducting this very important, we call it constituency consultative dialogue.
The National Assembly member for Brikama South, Honorable Lamin Jesani, emphasized the critical role of citizen participation in the constitution building process, highlighting its importance in shaping a democratic society.
Atulle carte fayen tulle ngata siwo bundato. Banko kan député tallulu député selebi. But tallulu anin sabo be momo boda respective constituencies leto. And wo constituencies wo atulle carte fayen prungata ngakali nyati ali siwoti analda woto kachanyi kumata la puru nalbebe. But follow nyimu luwa dadalati. Na jambi wolonka buko jube mi yalonko ka fay 2024 draft bilo le mati draft constitutional ba yalla luwa dada ate silo le soto niaje député fongola kumando bija kumata bakele janning abe fundila banko kan banko mol kan pour alial kawo dije akata minin député bungola andu na sakita wala dolo wakake problème wala which means wo fail tale luwa dada fana silo le soto bar nyimbe bin kono bi na 1997 constitution bunda kilimbi je ka section 226 2B way min fo pour ay tambi bunda dolla bilo pour ay tambi bunda dolla e sulata député tang nani député saba they call for three quarter of the National Assembly njanta sonnala andu namango nomba nyin soto doron akake problème da bega tambino bara kumada pour ndambale na si janga kacha loi me yalonga abatekela bikilinde loi ni ada da ka sanji jamalta ngalon kam min fo den 1997 constitutional la fo 1997 ni sanyi tema o sanya damanda bina sanyi tansa bosi almost 30 years now and ne loi dada tibawol kabin for provisional dol bije they are obsolete ibikol tamandino because he watol tambitale jamano be falinkan anu kuku dole kadunnan so fo loi fana dada mimbol fana capture
Similarly, the National Assembly member for Combo South, Kebake Baro, underscored the value of this consultation, urging all citizens to actively engage in the process.
Nyimbengo akumayata bake bao bengolo mi alonko abe tundo mol tala min alonko ka kumofu abe dendi minna pour ka constitution o ka afo oto kulete mi alonka akumayata bakel edum coming deputy speaker fo nyame momo kuwo be kunna isafo yafo andum abe safelale pour ka fo kaytandi wo kul ke kenyame woto be nyame wala mo kuti mi alonko akumayata bakele surtout nanata karola mimbe denning hadama dingola nyantola anin do ko mi alonko anyanta kala banko kan.
Chief Lamin Mondo Jara of Brikama North called on citizens to maintain a non-partisan stance throughout the consultations to ensure that the process remains inclusive and focused on the nation's collective interests.
Nyomoy bengolo manke fitna benti fenna mi yalan pour nga kayro susu nga sabadi nyoga bankolo tenko ani bankolo nyatu ani bankolo jiru walu kayro mbolo be ngoto momo le right lam itata danta dam do ta kuma sta walato kana fon tanga min fo ngata kala hani itata danta tuje ya sabi ngatum hakil mal bulo kono ngata do ko min kele yoke ata aranga jibe femfe se banko samba nyato femfe se tenko si banko kan min se kayro sam banko kan alim be nga kamben woto min se kenye nyato tati nyim banko mun tole tati ni mo man dengala ntole tam ntole ngata banko do kula ntole ngata tinyala oto fembe banko tenkunda be kala kayroti alanga kata ngo sabatindin ma luwata ngon so luwadum banko kan luwa me yalon ko aske mobe nafati alin kana mo kunkilun nafaji be jamala nafal ko madam mo kunkilun nafati.
Representing Chairman Yankuba Dabo, the Vice Chairman of Brikama Area Council expressed gratitude to the National Council for Civic Education and its partners for facilitating the dialogue at the grassroots level, stressing the significance of beginning the conversation directly to the communities.
Marala kama mi yalon ka bantol marala anin tol man tare ndingol mimbe marala kana wo ka kyalla wo ka kyanyin akumata bakele woto boge afanyamin politiko nyando pour la asel nyando da mon la gele bari kulo mi yalon ka akumata bakele nara jang pour ka diamu nakiyamaro to yalla min kala yakub dabodi abulu mutara bake bari abalafla nun katara jang amanna woto momo e fongo fen so de sonno kono we recast to this constitution amari kane de aya fintindi.
The 2024 draft constitution, which has generated substantial public discussion, was temporarily withdrawn ahead of its second reading in the National Assembly to enable more inclusive consultations. Through these nationwide dialogues, the National Council for Civic Education aims to bridge the gap between policymakers and citizens, ensuring the final consultation reflects the aspirations and will of all Gambians. Reporting for Kerfatu, I am Buba Gajigo.